Whoa, 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 whoa. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Good evening, I should say. The afternoon is over. This is the evening. What's up? What's up? Make sure you hit the likes, hit the likes, hit the likes. Hey, everybody. Y'all, what is happening? Y'all. Hey, let me order you. How are you? I ain't the guy that gets or started twice on. Not on Wednesday. Why Wednesday? Well, hopefully you recovered. Hopefully you recovered, man. Y'all, so it's going down. It's going down. These YNs in Chicago is not having it. Trump is supposed to been deploying the National Guard there. I believe they supposed to came yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't seen like no new nothing. Basically stating that I did see a little something, but I'm not really like you know what I'm saying. But is they there or is they not? We don't know. Anybody from Chicago, if they did, let us know is it true or not. But I heard that they was, and I heard that he wasn't yet. Heard they was on their way, but these YNs believe that they can fight the National Guard. What the hell? These kids, I'm telling you, these are different type of breed. They ain't scared of nothing these days. They just don't care. Man, so I got a couple videos I'm gonna present to y'all. Some of these YNs on here basically talking about if they come, is on and is up and is stuck and all kinds of stuff. And it's different reactions. Some people want them to come, some people don't. So it's basically everybody have their own opinion. Um, but the mayor and the governor, they still don't want them there. They want to help clean the city and, help fix the crime and also get most of these illegals out. It was a teenage girl that sucker punched me yesterday after throwing mulch in my face. What? Where you was at? I'm gonna have to go look on your channel. You got the footage. Stop playing. No, but see, you be getting down to business though. You be in people's face. You be asking the good questions. Some people can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's what I'm saying. These teenagers, these young people don't have no respect for nobody. Not authority, not their parents, not their grandparents. Some of them, I'ma say. You know, I was recording a fight going on in the middle of the street, and these girls went nuts. Wow. Well, I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're okay. But yeah, these young ones is very different. Very different. Let me order you. I don't know what kind of Similac or Infamil what was in that stuff. Steroids? Because these are a different breed these days. I don't know. Yeah, these kids is something different these days. I don't know. They just don't have no respect for nobody. And I'm about to show you a couple little things because they don't even have respect for the National Guard. A lot of the older folks want them to come up in Chicago, and the younger ones they want to battle. They want to think that they can, you know, stand toe to toe. This is the National Guard. This is not no regular police. This is going to get ugly if they don't stand down. And I blame it on um, the mayor because he sat up there on one of these press conference that he had, and he basically was like, stand up, talking about Chicago stand up. And then I'm gonna show you all the clip of the wait a minute, what's his name, Brown. I think he's the governor, and he basically saying they gonna retaliate, or is it's just going down. And I'm just sad to say that it's going to be innocent bystanders if they do this. What they need to do is tell the residents to let them just do their job. They came here to do their job. Let them do their job and just keep it moving. You don't force no basically a riot or a war, especially on the citizens. And then there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be innocent bystanders and caught up in the middle. It will be fine. The National Guard are well trained. Yeah, but some of these YNs is not looking at it like that. They're not looking at it like they're coming to help and they coming to fix the crime rate and the problem, because they want to send them here too. So I guess we next. So I'm trying to get an open understanding before, because I'm not trying to be caught up in the mix. I'm trying to tell you, I'm not with this shits. I'm too old to be fighting. I ain't too old, but I ain't trying to be fighting. Nah, 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 nah. But yeah, they feel like they'll come in here as well. I'm not right. I'm not even, because I'm gonna let them do their job. I'm not gonna stand and get into the mix of that. They coming for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have no problem with it. Long as, you know what I'm saying, I'm just not be trying to be caught up in the situation that, I'm not even the problem, but I be stuck up in the middle. But yeah, I ain't for it. I'm not with it. I'm going to mind my goddamn business, and that's all I'm going to do. But yeah, we about to get into some things real quick, cause they over there wilding. They is like talking about straps and all kinds of stuff. We're gonna look at a news clip first, but they talking about weapons that they have, and oh man, it's just too much. It's just too much for me. I don't care how many weapons you have. They got heavy artillery. This is not a game. And if you try to go against these they stand as one. They are trained to fight as one. They're not gonna win. They need to tell what the governor and the mayor need to tell their people to stand down. And then these are residents, they're citizens. Why would you tell them to basically stand up? Like, you don't do that. Because they thinking in their mind, let's go to war. People not thinking like, let's do a peaceful protest. Let's do this peacefully. You know what I'm saying? People not thinking like that. You talking about stand up. If they come, stand up. Like, what? You don't tell people that. Like, let's check this out.
Illinois vowing to fight the Trump administration, with the president ramping up threats to send National Guard troops to Chicago.
It all comes as the White House is celebrating a victory at the nation's highest court. The Supreme Court ruled in their favor when it comes to immigration raids. Rena Roy with ABC News has the latest tonight.
Local leaders in Illinois, meeting with immigration advocates as ICE expands operations in Chicago. The Department of Homeland Security calling the initiative Midway Blitz.
We're sending a message to the whole world. There are consequences for violating our laws. You're asking me to tell ICE, don't enforce the law.
Donald Trump is doing something that's not normal, and we should not accept it in this country. It's un-American.
Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker.
So he's saying we should not accept it. So tell us the right ways to go to stop it. Like, like they're not using the right words. Not even only that. So Trump saying that they sending the troops in, like ICE and the National Guard in to fix the ICE problem, the immigrants, and also allegedly he said homelessness, and he also said the crime. So I don't get what the problem is. If you're not a part of the crime or a part of the problem, or why are you upset? They all on Instagram talking about all of this stuff, and they doing some big ones, right? And then they sitting up here acting like they can't nobody. This is you messing with the government, and you threatening people from the government. You don't think that they can find who you are on your phone? I don't care what kind of phone you got, an iPhone and all of that stuff. They know how to track this stuff down. It's people that's paid to watch the internet all day for threats and stuff like that. Although all threats don't get caught, as we can see, I mean, it's not as like, what I'm saying, like thousands and millions of people is on the internet every day. And I don't know how many people they have watching to see what kind of different words, you know what I'm saying? And they allegedly they're supposed to have like an AI system that's looking for certain words like threatening words and stuff of that nature.
Are praising immigrant organizations for their tireless work during this time of heightened tension.
The reason that Donald Trump, the reason that so many people, are upset and want to attack Chicago is because we're winning.
President Trump has also threatened to send National Guard troops into Chicago to address what he claims is a crime emergency. But Governor Pritzker says they don't need the help, with city police data showing violent crime is actually down. Trump has already sent National Guard troops onto the streets of the nation's capital. Today, college students there also walking out in protest of what they're calling a federal siege and political theater.
We're turning out students on Georgetown's campus and across D.C. to stand up and give that strong show of force to Trump to say, we will not tolerate your occupation.
Other Democratic cities also bracing for ramped up immigration raids. In California, ICE operations allowed to resume after the Supreme Court decision Monday to lift restrictions on those operations. Critics say the tactics relied too much on a person's race, the fact that they speak Spanish, or the type of work they do.
The men and women of ICE are doing everything they can to not only follow the law, but to enforce the law.
Two lower courts had already deemed those tactics unconstitutional with the Fourth Amendment.
Yeah, but I don't agree that they should be attacking people if they do not speak English and stuff like that, and they speak Spanish. That's wrong. But for the threatenings and stuff like that, as of April the 24th, the Akron Police Department operates 145 block safety automatic license plate reading. The agency stores ALPR data for 30 days. All right, I'm gonna pin that too. There are flat camera at each end of my street that I live on. The flat camera is the tag reader one. We don't have them on our block, but we got them on like the main street area. I just got to take it today. With nothing. I feel as though it's nothing because I'm telling you, they be robbing us up here. They be robbing the out of us. Yeah, Akron police hate me. Because you be all up in their face. You demand answers, though. You're a citizen. You know what I'm saying? You stand your ground, and everybody don't like that. You know what I'm saying? If you was just like somebody that don't say nothing, you is basically like an activist. You know what I'm saying? You speak out. You don't sit there and just take anything, the BS. You know, so yeah, you're going to be targeted because you not going with their agenda. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, um, that's understood. You know what I'm saying? You know, but you keep doing your thing, baby. You changing lives. You changing lives. You changing the way you live. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not gonna just let people just take over you. The government ain't gonna take over you, and you stand up. A lot of people just sit down and take it and let it happen. And you are the one that's basically out there speaking out. You know, for the injustice. You see it. You film it. You talk about it. You ask questions about it. You know what I'm saying? I love your work. You know what I'm saying? I love it. You know, at the end of the day, it's dangerous. You know, it's very dangerous. But you got to take the good with the bad. You know. But yeah, I commend you for standing up and being out there with your boots on the ground. All right, so y'all, let's get into a couple of these videos about some of the citizens of like I said, you have some people that's rooting for the National Guard to come, and then you have a lot of people that want to go against it. And I don't understand. I really don't understand. Why would you want to go against it? All right, let me share this with y'all real quick. Yeah, but it's kind of sad. I hope this don't be a hot mess and a lot of people don't get hurt. I don't want nobody to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, but sometimes some people just need to just be quiet because you're not making the situation no better than what it is. You're making it worse. You know.
National Guard to Chicago, and then I see some YN come on here talking about he don't want to do that. The National Guard don't want no smoke with the YNs in Chicago. We got all these gangs, and then the military dudes came on the app, and they're talking about you don't know our military. Our military is strong. We don't care about no switches. Listen here, brother. We're not talking about the military. We're talking about the National Guard. The National Guard ain't like that. I did 12 years in the reserves, 5 years active. The National Guard is one of the same to the reservists. They are weekend warriors. They dress up and play soldier 1 weekend out of the month. I'm the perfect person to speak on this issue because I did the weekend warrior shit, and then I also did 3 combat tours overseas. They are practically civilians holding regular jobs. My immediate superior was my platoon sergeant in the reserves. This man worked at Whataburger. He flipped burgers and tossed fries for a living. Fat as shit, out of shape. They are not like that. Most of the people in the reserves and National Guard can't pass the PT test. They're fat as shit. They've never seen fighting in their life. They've never seen combat. They are in this shit to get a degree, maybe a challenger, and get the fuck out. And they damn sure don't care about no domestic dispute. So they don't got that fight in them. They don't got that dog in them. They don't want to be there. And on top of that, they out of shape as shit. They're getting dog walked by them gangs in Chicago. And I'm not talking about all of the National Guard, because I know there's some hard-hitted motherfuckers in there. There was about a handful of cats that was in the reserves that did their tours, seen combat, came from infantry units, and came to the reserves to finish out their enlistment. I ain't talking about y'all niggas, because y'all niggas are like that. I'm talking about the majority, these civilians that dress up and play soldier 1 weekend out of the month. They don't want to go to Chicago. They don't want to fight. Because if they wanted to fight, they'd be volunteering for deployment. But they stay side. These gangs in Chicago, they live in a battlefield every day. They walk around with switches every day of their life. It ain't no weekend shit. Yeah, they're not militarily trained like we are, but these niggas know how to fight. They got that fight in them. They got that dog in them. Now listen, I would never talk down to the military. And if this was the infantry, if this was anything active duty, if this was 1st Cav, if this was fucking special forces going out there, nobody in the world can fuck with our military except for the reserves and National Guard. If we're talking about a wildfire or a flood, send the National Guard. Them niggas got it. But when we're talking about combat, think again. If it's the National Guard versus the streets of Chicago, my money's on the gangs of Chicago.
Then, but again, once again, They're not
Trump talking
coming
about he's
there.
deploying the National Guard to Chicago.
They're
And I
not
see some
coming
YNs
there
talking about
for
he
combat.
don't want to do
And that's
that.
what people
The National
need
Guard don't want no smoke
to
with the YNs
understand.
in Chicago.
They're
We got
not
all these
coming
gangs.
there
And then the military dudes came on
for
the
no
album.
beef.
They're talking about
They
you don't
coming
know our
there to
military.
clean
Our
it up.
military is strong.
And this is why people be having it misconstrued, because that's not why they're not coming there for no war. But best to believe, if somebody kicks something off with them, then it's going to be a situation. They're not just going to sit there and let you hurt them or do something to them. They're going to handle it. Period. So it ain't like, you know what I'm saying? They're not like regular officers. You understand what I'm saying? If you come for them, they going to come for you. And I don't think that the YNs are going to probably win. That's just my opinion. And he talking about all these gangs in Chicago. A lot of the gangs don't even hang with the same gangs. A lot of the gangs don't even get along. Now that's one thing if they all get together and go against. You know what I'm saying? But half of them, they killing each other. They unaliving each other. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a lot of them, they're not, you know what I'm saying? They own ops. So, I mean, like I said, it's the difference if they all stick together. But that's not what it's looking like at this point. Like, nah. If they was to come together, that'd be something different. Yeah, Missy, you got that right. Hello, y'all. Yes. They better get it together. These people, I mean, they not coming for no combat. Especially not with their own people. We are citizens. They're not coming for that. But also, that's why I said the governor and the mayor need to tell the people or the YNs to stand down. Because it's going to be a daggone mess if they sit up there and think they're going to run up on a National Guard and do whatever. However, or whatever they think they're going to do, it's not going to be, somebody's going to be hurt. Period. You know, let's get into this next one.
Back of the yards. This is one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in Chicago. President Trump, we need help, man. It's out of control. Look, they selling shit. What the fuck, bro? There's a church. Oh my God, we are in danger. It's out of control here. Please, President Trump, every Mexican and lovely, beautiful African-American woman is begging you, send the troops. Send the National Guard. Look at, oh my God, 2 people walking down the street. We in fucking danger. Please send help. The Navy, the Marines, everybody, man. Green Berets. We need all those motherfuckers here. Chicago is out of control. Oh my God, look at people kicking it on a Sunday morning. And it's beautiful out here. Watch out, lady. It's dangerous. Oh my God, watch out. I'm trying to get out the hood, bro. It's crazy over here. President Trump, please help me, man. Yo, check it out, man. I'm in back of the yards. This is one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in Chicago. President Trump, we need help, man. It's out of control. Look, they selling shit. What the fuck, bro? There's a church. Oh my God, we are in danger. It's out of control here. Please, President Trump, every Mexican and lovely, beautiful African-American woman is begging you, send the troops. Send the National Guard. Look at. Oh my God, 2 people walking down the street.
Just trying to be sarcastic.
Those motherfuckers here. Chicago is out of
He was trying to be sarcastic.
Oh my God, look at people kicking it on a Sunday morning.
That was cute.
Yeah,
He was trying to be sarcastic.
Oh my God, watch out. I'm trying to get out the hood, bro.
He playing too much. It's real stuff going on down there, but he that was funny. But yeah. He was just fun. That was funny. But he ain't showed like the real stuff. When showed the gang, I heard that it's like 100 and something gangs in Chicago. I was like, God damn, 100 and something gangs in Chicago. This is what I heard. I don't know how true it is. I don't live in Chicago. I'm in Baltimore, but that's just allegedly from what I
We have
hear
major
that is that many gangs down there. That's a hell of a lot. Shit. God damn. That's a lot of gangs. And this is and then this is why you always somebody always getting hurt. It's just too many gangs. That's what they need to do. But then again, if they get rid of the gangs, I don't know how, but that's all it's gonna be is more gangs because it seems like that's Chicago was known for gangs. Chicago, LA was known for gangs. From this is basically their this is what they know for. So it ain't like, what I'm saying, you can get rid of it because it's just going to form again. So what will be the solution to that problem or that error? You know, that's what they need to find out. What would be a good solution? Whereas though everybody can be like, but I don't think it's gonna ever be a solution to that because they're accustomed to it. Some people are born in it. Some people can't get out. You know what I'm saying? It's man, the gang is real. You know, we had phony gangs up here. I believe I'm gonna call it phony because I was a part of one, and it wasn't like down there in those kind of cities. They take that stuff for real. You can't just walk away from the gang and think you just gonna just walk away and keep on going. It don't work like that. Once you blood in, you blood out. You either in or you out, out. You know, so yeah, they just live different down there. I mean, it's a loyalty thing. You know, once you get in, it's hard to get out. You better move away. Better get on the plane, get on a bus, get on something. Move. Because it's just not that easy. That's just their mentality.
breaking news this evening. The Pentagon is now preparing to send Guard military troops to Chicago. This could happen at any day now, according to the
Uh-oh. I thought it cut me off.
reporting that Pete Hegseth is preparing. They're sketching out a plan that could deploy not just 1,000, a few thousand National Guard members to Chicago. So the use of active duty forces has even been discussed. This is very significant. Donald Trump is eyeing a crackdown on crime, on homelessness, and more. And he's taking his efforts. He already did it in Washington, D.C. Now he's doing it in Chicago. Spread the word so more people know. Now, here's the thing. National Guard is one thing. They're discussing possibly sending active duty military personnel as well. That would be something that DC hasn't seen. That would be very significant. Now, I'll provide you updates every step of the way. If you want to support my work, subscribe to my Substack at the link in my bio. Spread the word so more people know what's about to happen. Follow along, stay up to date on all the news you need to know about. I'll have much more to come soon.
Yeah, so that's just basically
we have major breaking news this evening. The Pentagon is now preparing to send National Guard military troops to Chicago. This could happen at any day now, according
that if they were coming, that they should be there by now. That's just what but I haven't heard like no news basically saying that they did make it. But I did hear that they was coming as of yesterday. So I'm still like up in the air. But here go one of the YNs that basically
Trump do not send the National Guard.
He basically kind of threatened the whole government on live. Like, you can't make this stuff up. That's why I said these YNs is not scared no more. They don't have no respect. And somebody's going to get hurt if these people get out here and act the fool. These National Guards is not going to be playing with them. Somebody need to get their kids and tell them to calm down. The parent, the father, somebody going to get really hurt.
Chicago, gang. Do not, I repeat, do not do it. We are a different fucking breed out here. We are not Los Angeles, nigga. We are not Washington, D.C., nigga.
Incorrect. We understand that y'all not Washington, D.C. and L.A. and stuff. We know that. Y'all Chicago. But at the same time, nobody is coming there to hurt you guys. Somebody get these people.
This is Chicago, nigga. Them niggas go fight back. I'm telling you, them niggas go fight back.
Nobody is fighting them. They said they had YNs on roofs, like looking like they playing like this is like GTA. They up there acting like they in the real freaking war. Somebody need to calm them down. Hey, Specco. Yes, they is wilding in Chicago. They thinking they going to war with the National Guard. The National Guard do not want to hurt them. They did not want to hurt them. Y'all mothers poop with the governor and the mayor said, get your kids. Get grandmothers, get your kids. These YNs is out here about to really crash out in Chicago.
Back gang, whatever. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Them young niggas got switches, gang. They not going for that shit, bro. I know a bunch of y'all finna say, oh, it's the National Guard. They can't do anything about it. They must go in Chicago. Nigga, do y'all know that it's more bad people than good people, bro? There are over 100,000 gangs in Chicago by the city by itself, gang.
These be the clown ass niggas we have in our community, glorifying that clown ass shit. This man really said President Trump turned the United States Army around because we got switches over here.
Go.
Nigga, what? Them boys don't give a fuck about that. The United States Army runs to problems, you know that, right? And you're talking about switches and shit to put on Glocks? Boy, are you dumb? Having a switch on your gun is asking for a death sentence, fam. After y'all empty y'all shit out in 1.5 seconds, they're still gonna be shooting at y'all if anything happens. I honestly feel like these people don't understand who the fuck the United States Army is, bro. Previous administration, they were on some bullshit. This administration's not on that bullshit, fam. The United States Army is undefeated in every war that they went to. You think the threats in Chicago will not get leveled? Like, come the fuck on. Washington, D.C. is the murder capital. There hasn't been a murder in weeks.
Trump, do not send the National Guard to Chicago, gang. Do not, I repeat, do not do it. We are a different fucking breed out here, nigga. We are not Los Angeles. Nigga, we are not Washington, D.C. Nigga, this is Chicago, nigga. Them niggas go fight back. I'm telling you, them niggas go fight back, gang. Whatever. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Them young niggas got switches, gang. They not going for that shit, bro. I know a bunch of y'all finna say, oh, it's the National Guard. They can't do anything about it. They must go in Chicago. Nigga, do y'all know that it's more bad people than good people, bro? There are over 100,000 gangs in Chicago by the city by itself, gang.
These be the clown ass niggas we have in our community, glorifying that clown ass shit. This man really said President Trump.
He ain't said nothing but fact. These people better be careful. At the end of the day, they playing with something serious. I mean, they not gonna let you just run up on them and do nothing to them. These people are trained for this. I'm trying to tell you, they better get their kids. They better let them know to chill out. Even still, they need to chill. That's all I'm going to say. These YNs be just absolutely doing too much. Talking about turn them around. Turn the National Guard around? Are you? Turn the National Guard around and tell them don't come because they got switches. Switches. the National Guard. Put that on the scale. Come on, y'all. Come on. Help these babies. These babies not know no better. All right, Coco. They not know no better. So, you had a group over here at Trump Tower protesting and stuff like that. Wait a minute, thinker. Okay. Hold up, let me do this. Wait a minute, I'm about to let you out. Let me play this real quick. Get to your comment when I come right back. Wait a minute, that's what I'm saying, Speckle. They are not there to be hurting nobody. So Speckle said when I was in let me pin this one first. When I was working in New York, they were National Guard. They were off and on. Because they not here to bother people. And that's what I'm saying. They got these people all riled up. If they come to Chicago, well, he told them, stand up. Say, stand up. People of Chicago, stand up. So y'all already know when people say stand up, that means get ready to get busy. These YNs and stuff like that. And people is listening to this. Don't need to be doing situation where somebody's going to Chicago either. Just leave them alone. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, we is still this is US soil. Because they did not come here on no BS. Because we supposed to, they gonna come up here next. Watch. Because I don't know. They keep on saying the crime of Peter went down and this is a daggone liar. It's a lie. It's a damn lie. Where? My thing is, I mean, they're for them. Period. You know, ain't nobody got time for that. You know, but once you bother them, you gonna get bothered back. Anybody. But people just I don't know. And then from what I heard, that was making threats on what I heard was that um they got addressed, and one person got locked up for basically making terroristic threats to the National Guard. They, they need to get their people. They need to calm their people down because at the end,
We have
definitely not
received credible.
it, out of control for me. I believe they coming. You, then mine. Coming to you. Coming
Reports that we have days,
to you,
not weeks,
then mine.
before our city sees some type of militarized activity by the federal.
Yeah. I mean, these are just like regular people. They trying to survive just like us.
It is unclear at this time what that will look like exactly. We may see militarized immigration enforcement. We may also see National Guard troops.
Now this is the one that I was like really kind of messed up about because he gonna sit there and say if the police assist or collaborate with the National Guards, then they basically going to publicize their name and they're going to have to show their face and then they might lose their job. Like, what? Where they do this at? I'm not understanding because people come into
Reports
Health City.
that we have days now.
I don't understand why is they making it seem like it's so big if they
Not
come
weeks.
to try to clean the city. If y'all not doing it as the mayor and the governor, why would that be a problem? You should
Before our
want
city sees some type
and stop lying
of
on
militarized
that.
activity by
Because
the
they be lying saying crime went
federal.
down. They do it here too. Crime went down and they don't report certain stuff that be going on. Because when you look for it, you don't see it. But you know that it happened. Like, this is not right. In no kind of form or fashion.
government. It is unclear at this time
And for some reason, that,
we may see militarized
I think that they are
immigration enforcement.
wrong fight. Yes, ma'am. I believe that. I believe it. But up top, I think y'all do need it because, well, far as with the ISIS situation, the immigration situation, because remember they was dropping off people. Remember last year, if I'm not mistaken, they was dropping. Then in some states, bringing these immigrants here. So this was all a plot because they was only dropping them off in certain cities. If y'all remember, they was dropping them off by the bus. Dude, they was giving them benefits, food stamps, and all of that stuff. Y'all remember that? I believe that was like last year. I don't understand why now you want to clean it up and all of this stuff when you brought them here. To what they call them now, they come over here and bringing them in certain cities. So now is the problem. It's effed up. I'm trying to tell y'all. Because they allowing him to do a lot of things that he has been doing. I don't understand. You want to build the wall and then you want to bring the people in. Like, make that make sense. All these people that's unfood, yeah, a lot in New York. I remember. I wanted to been cover this story. I need to go back because they bought these people half of these millions with no nothing. Talking about if they fill out the applications, they're gonna work with them to get you know what I'm saying, basically. And then one guy, he was basically the borders where they had buses. Once they get to the piece of the border and they get on the buses, and then the bigger buses bring them all the way over here into different cities. Come on, make it make sense. Now is the problem. It's because it infringed on their duties too. Yeah, that's wrong. Now you're going to put their life in danger because they collaborated with the National Guard, what they should do. You know what I'm saying? They are police. Everybody is out of pocket at this point. The whole government is just out of pocket at this point. And then we the ones that's paying for it. Probably why everything that went up, food, everything, you know, come on, y'all. Oh my God. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. They doing too much. You bring them over here, then now they gotta go. Like, make it make sense. Why you bring them here for? Shelter them. They was getting more care than the real people that even live here, the people that's homeless, that is citizens over here, and they get everything that they need. They get treated like, you know, and then you want to send them back. You supposedly you ain't even finished. But I don't know, y'all. It's just really like strange. The people gotta go when they was free to come over here. Oh, get them out of here. They doing this. They doing that. But we'll tell them give us our money back. But give us our shelter back. Our food stamps. All of them, they was giving them um like $1,000 $1,000 I heard a month, or probably more than that. And y'all, let's have a moment of silence. Nine 11, y'all. That was messed up. Trump ain't had nothing to do with that at that point. Like, that happened way before Trump got in. But still, he had to go pay his respects to what's his name? Kirk. The guy that got assassinated. I'm gonna say assassinated at the speech yesterday. So he went to go visit his family and stuff like that, instead of paying homage to the 9/11 situation, he took his time, and then they had flags up at full staff like he was uh um yeah, paid like he was basically a military hero or something. I know that he was a Trump supporter, basically kind of like an advocate in this, that, and the third. But y'all, you can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. I can't even think of his name. What was the guy name? Something Kirk. I had it written down. He did. All right, let me see. He did go to Donald Trump attends a game at the Yankee Stadium on the anniversary of 9/11. So he went to go see a game on the anniversary of 9/11. He don't give a F about nobody. At the end of the day, this man don't give no shit. He said, I'm going to go watch the Yankees game on 9/11. He went from the Kirk family. So, wow. Sunshine. What is going on with our... You just can't make this stuff up. Let's see, what's this just in? What's new? What's new? What's new? Y'all, but I'm just saying, those people that wanna I got kicked out. My bad. I said that you had a problem with one of the. Oh, you talking to let me order you one of the, what is that? A Santa Claus? Yeah, I got one more clip and then we gonna get out of here. But my thing is, you would think as a governor and as a mayor, if your city is in turmoil, if you having situations and you cannot help the crime, you would think that you would want somebody to step in if they can help the city. Thank you, Bush Babies, for hitting the like button. Yes, yes, yes. But you would think that you would want somebody to help your city if they can, even if it's the president or not, even if you don't like him, the city. Then why not? Why not let him help? Why not take that offer? Because if you're not fixing the problem and you're not doing nothing but basically making the problem worse, why not let somebody come in and help? I don't get it. It's just like people, it's their egos. It's their egos. This is not what I wanted. Oh, yeah. This is supposed to be Trump immigration. Let me see. What's happening? Oh, all right.
People of Chicago are responding to President Trump's newest crackdown on illegal immigration, including a threat to send the National Guard to fight crime in that city. That possibility is drawing protests and raising fears among Chicago's hundreds of thousands of immigrants. Usher Qureshi is there in Chicago talking with some of them.
Anxiety is high in Chicago's immigrant community as ICE agents mobilize across the city.
Back up, you're in my way.
As many as 5 people, including this street vendor, have been detained by ICE as part of an operation dubbed Midway Blitz.
One individual, he was selling flowers when he was picked up.
Correct, yes. He was working.
Maricela Bautista is an immigrant rights organizer overseeing so-called rapid response teams that track and monitor ICE activity.
Do you anticipate larger scale operations?
Yes. They are targeting everyone if you look brown. They are targeting you. It does not matter your status.
30% of Chicago's population identifies as Hispanic or Latino. That's over 800,000 people. In a statement, the Department of Homeland Security said the blitz was launched in honor of Katie Abraham, who was killed in a car crash involving an undocumented immigrant. It's unclear how long Midway Blitz will last or if...
Wait a minute. What you said, Sweco? Do you know the mayor uses at least 150 police officers for his own security? He is the problem. What? He definitely is the problem. Why would you need all of that security? What are you scared for? If you talking about the mayor of Chicago, mayor of Chicago, the one that's saying that Chicago is safe and it's okay, and they don't need the National Guard. Get out of here! I know you effing I. Why would he need all of that security if the city is so safe? If the city is so safe, why would he need all of that security? Come on now. That's just like the mayor of here. When him and the governor did the walk and all of that. When I showed y'all the other day and the guy was like basically bashing him. Why you ain't walking by yourself? You got all these people walking with you and this, that, and the third and all of this stuff. If the city's so safe, why you have all of this security? That's a good fucking question. It's safe here. It ain't safe for you, but it's safe for us. Come on now. Come on. I'm tired of these people. I'm tired of them. They really piss me off and getting on my nerves. Maybe he should release some of the officers to his city. Absolutely. Absolutely. And who is paying for these officers? There's not his personal security. The citizens paying for it. Some of these, and I'm sorry, y'all. I mean, I'm going. Some colored folks shouldn't even be in position because they take advantage of their power, their seat. You understand what I'm saying? And some of the Caucasian ones do too. But a lot of their stuff don't be out there blatantly in our face. Like this. Just blatantly in our face. You got all of that security. But what about the city? What about the people? This is what y'all got in office for, allegedly. The people, not your own personal well-being. And some people is just tired of it at this point. And people are speaking out. And people are saying stuff. Yes, and I like it. Because they need to know that everybody is not for their foolishness. We see right through it. It's not okay. It's not okay. Yeah, you might be the mayor. You don't need all of them people. You might be the Congress or the governor or whatever. You don't need all of that security. Take one or two. That's it. You got to have a whole... Come on now. And then a lot of times, regardless of what, people know where you live. It's not like... I'm gonna shut up. But yeah, let's finish watching this clip. But these people need to get it together. They doing us wrong. They using our taxpayer dollars and doing what they want to with it. Everybody getting money. It's not going into the cities like it's supposed to be. They got to do better.
President Trump will deploy National Guard troops, as he did in Washington and Los Angeles.
Not only do we have crime rates that increase because of the illegal aliens, we've also had money that's being allocated that could have gone to other tax resources.
Anthony Napolitano represents the city's 41st ward and previously voted against Chicago's sanctuary city status.
Do you understand the fear that is driving through some of these communities where, these enforcements are taking place?
You'd have to be a knucklehead not to understand it. But at the same time, do you understand the fears that people have with this massive wave of illegals that have come through our city, our state, and our country?
For CBS Mornings, I'm Usher Qureshi.
Man. I just don't know. I just pray that it get better. Until we ready to stand together as a nation. This stuff gonna keep on going on. In everybody's city, in everybody's state. We just have to come together. And everybody have to be on one accord. Because without us, there's no them. So, it's just a lot to take in. I'm starting to look at the bigger picture than what I did. At first I really wasn't pressed about it and stuff like that until I started looking at different people pages and listening and basically being a little more proactive and trying to get it out. Because a lot of the things that's going on is really wrong and effed up, and we are the ones that suffer. Not them. It's just us, the ones that suffer. Taxes going up, bills going up, electric, water, everything is going up. And guess what? They good. They still the money and keep it for them. Give it to their family. Make sure their family good and everything. But us, we the one that suffers. We need somebody that's just going to be for us, and that's it. Never than that. I I don't know. You just got to stay strong and keep on banging it out, you know. But at the end of the day, something have to give. Like, this ain't cool, you know. I mean, if we need the National Guard to calm the city down, but the thing of, after they gone, then what? Then crime go back up? Because just because people chilling, just because the National Guard is out there, once they leave, then everything gonna be back up and hell and high water. Like, what's next? I don't know, y'all. You can't get every criminal and everybody at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, um, what is going to be the longevity of the whole? Again, once they leave, it's just going to always be the same. It's just going to be the same. So that's another thing. You bringing them here, and ain't nothing. It's going to be accomplished for a little bit. Crime really going to go down. Is who going to be going out there trying to do some crime by the National Guard out there? But then again, you got people that just don't even give a F. They'll still go out there and do the same dumb stuff that they've been doing before. So, I mean, you got people like that too. But once they gone, then guess what? It's up and it's stuck all over again. So bring them back again. Like, what is going to be the overall plan to all the chaos and the violence that's going on? Yeah, so I think a lot of laws need to be changed. Most of these laws was made way years ago, the 80s, and you know, things has changed. We in 2025, laws need to change with the centuries. Like, all this stuff need to be upgraded because there's no way doing what they want to do and then they don't get in trouble. Let the mother come and get them and this, that, and the third, and then they come back and do the same thing or something way drastic. You know, so a lot of things need to be revamped and looked at and figured out because we are not living in those same times when those laws was working. Just like we're not living in slavery times. We're not living in those kind of times no more. So we need to update, you know, everything. Yeah, but I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But yeah, y'all keep your family in prayer. Keep yourself in prayer. Make sure you stay with the greatest power of it all, and that's God. That's Jesus. Yeah. Any other comments before we get up out of here? And do whatever you gotta do with it. Get me back up in the algorithm. I'm trying to come back. I'm trying to come back. But yeah, y'all, the world is fucked up. It's just way different. You know, ain't nothing gonna never be the same again. It's like the politicians, they don't care about nothing about us. They worry about themselves. And also, let's pray for Chicago that these YNs don't go out here and get themselves hurt because this is real. You know, being misled, just chaotic. It's make a situation chaotic. You know, when you got governors and mayors like that talking about stand up, like they gonna get somebody hurt. Probably a lot of people. This ain't no game. Just let them do what they come to do and mind your business until they leave. They is not coming to hurt or harm nobody. unless you harm them or hurt them. Now that's a whole different story. But yeah, they should have told them something different. But that wasn't the right thing to say. But what's tomorrow, Friday? I don't know if I'm coming back tomorrow because also that have not been talked about was a lot of the people in Chicago. They busting up in stores, they looting, they doing a whole bunch of stuff right now. You understand what I'm saying? And that's not being talked about either. You feel what I'm saying? You see it on social media. So if I do come back, I'll come back with a little bit of that tomorrow. Um, just to breeze it on by, you know what I'm saying? Because it got a little bit of chaotic up there. It's going down. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say. But if you are up there, just be safe and make sure you keep your family close and closer. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I love you guys. Um, Nobody got nothing else to say. There's nothing else to say. It was J-Gore shit. Yo, but I'm about to get up out of here. I love you guys and everybody stay safe. Hopefully, I'll come back tomorrow for a little bit to let y'all see a little bit about the looting and stuff that's going on that they not showing. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. It's a lot of things that's going on that is not being televised. Oh, we can't show the, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to look like they effing up. Even here. I already talked about that earlier, but yeah, let's get up out of here, y'all. Love y'all. Stay strong.
Missy Sanders on the edge of night, chasing dreams in the neon light. A little madness, a little thrill, no brakes on this ride, just the will. Let's go.